Hello friends, welcome to Lawyer's Kingdom. Today we are talking about protecting yourself from debt collectors, understanding laws and rights in India. Introduction. Dealing with debt collectors can be a daunting experience for individuals struggling with financial obligations. However, it is essential to be aware of the legal protections and rights in place to ensure fair treatment during the debt collection process. In this comprehensive blog, we will delve into the measures you can take to safeguard yourself from aggressive debt collectors. The laws enacted to protect consumers, and real-life examples illustrating the application of these laws in India. Understanding debt collection and your rights. When debtors are unable to fulfill their financial obligations, creditors often employ debt collectors to recover the outstanding amounts. While debt collectors have the right to pursue repayment, they must adhere to legal guidelines and respect debtors' rights throughout the process. Understanding your rights as a debtor is crucial. Here are some key laws and regulations that safeguard consumers in India. The Consumer Protection Act, 2019. This act establishes the rights of consumers and provides a framework for addressing grievances. It empowers consumers to file complaints against debt collectors who violate their rights and seek redress through the appropriate consumer forum. Reserve Bank of India, RBI, Guidelines. The RBI has issued guidelines to banks and financial institutions regarding fair debt collection practices. These guidelines prohibit harassment, intimidation, and coercion by debt collectors. They emphasize treating debtors with dignity and respect while communicating and collecting debts. The Indian Contract Act, 1872. This act governs the legal principles related to contracts, including debt agreements. It outlines the terms and conditions for repayment, ensuring fairness and protecting the rights of debtors. The Securitization and Reconstruction of Financial Assets and Enforcement of Security Interests, SARFAESI Act, 2002. This act grants banks and financial institutions the authority to recover outstanding dues from defaulting borrowers. However, it also includes provisions to safeguard the interests of borrowers, such as the right to be heard before the seizure of assets. The following are examples of laws made in the protection of the client. The Debt Recovery Tribunal Act of 1993, DRT Act, the Consumer Protection Act of 1986, the Protection of Human Rights Act of 1993, the Right to Information Act of 2005, the National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission, NCDRC. These laws provide a framework for protecting consumers from unfair and deceptive practices. They also provide a mechanism for consumers to seek redress if they have been harmed by a business. If you believe that you have been harmed by a debt collector, you can file a complaint with the DRT. The DRT can order the debt collector to stop harassing you and to pay you damages. You can also file a complaint with the NCDRC. The NCDRC is a quasi-judicial body that can hear complaints from consumers and issue orders to businesses. If you have been harassed by a debt collector, you should not hesitate to seek help. There are laws in place to protect you, and there are organizations that can help you enforce your rights. Here are some tips on how to protect yourself from debt collectors. Don't ignore the debt. Ignoring the debt will not make it go away. In fact, it may make the situation worse. Identify the debt collector. When a debt collector calls, ask for their name, company name, and contact information. Get everything in writing. If you agree to make payments, get a written agreement from the debt collector. The agreement should include the amount of the debt, the interest rate, and the payment terms. Don't make any payments until you've verified the debt. Make sure the debt is actually yours and that it hasn't been sold to multiple collectors. Be polite but firm. You don't have to be rude to a debt collector, but you don't have to be afraid to stand up for yourself. Know your rights. The DRT Act gives you certain rights, so be sure to understand them. Case studies. To illustrate the application of these laws, let's explore a couple of real-life case studies. 30 Bank Limited versus Prakash Kaur. In this case, the Delhi High Court ruled that debt collectors cannot resort to abusive language or engage in threatening behavior towards debtors. The judgment emphasized the importance of treating debtors with respect and dignity, even during the debt collection process. XYZ Credit Card Company vs. Rahul Sharma. In this instance, Rahul Sharma disputed the validity of a debt claimed by XYZ Credit Card Company. Through legal proceedings, it was determined that Rahul Sharma was not responsible for the debt, leading to its dismissal. This case demonstrates the importance of exercising your right to dispute the validity of a debt if you believe it is incorrect or unjust. Conclusion. Protecting yourself from aggressive debt collectors and asserting your rights as a debtor is crucial in maintaining your dignity and peace of mind during challenging financial times. Familiarizing yourself with the applicable laws and regulations empowers you to challenge unfair practices, negotiate settlements, or seek legal recourse when necessary. Remember, this blog serves as a general overview and should not substitute professional legal advice. For personalized guidance, consult legal experts or refer to official legal resources for a comprehensive understanding of your rights and obligations as a debtor in India. Please like and subscribe for daily updates and visit us on www.lawyerskingdom.com.